Hey folks, today I am gonna go out and drive in a new trail, or actually open up the snowmobile trails that are going over the lakes to make sure that they can freeze up a little bit better. And then I'm actually gonna go ice fishing. There's a nice lake about 10 minutes away from here with the snowmobile that has some Arctic char and trout and things like that in it. After I've driven in that trail, I'm gonna go and try my luck, and then later this afternoon I'm gonna go out and groom everything with the groomer. I'm not taking the groomer right away because if there is any wet spots, it's gonna be super annoying to actually pull the groomer behind the snowmobile. You might just get stuck in the overflow. So I'm just gonna drive it all, let it have some chance to freeze up a little bit, and then spend the day ice fishing instead. Gonna go fill up the snowmobile and then head out. Alright, so now the snowmobile is filled and in order. So I got the auger, I got the tackle box in here, I got some ice fishing rods with different lures on them, a little scoop. I'm ready to go. I wish I would have brought goggles or something. It's snowing lightly and it's quite sharp on my eyes while I'm driving the snowmobile. So I sort of have to look down onto the trail and plan my driving a little bit instead of just heading straight out. In the back here, in between that island and the mainland, is where the official snowmobile trail goes. And it comes behind me here along the mainland here. It hasn't been driven that direction, so what I'm gonna do now is that I'm just gonna drive straight out, create a trail, create a track, and see how wet it is. Hopefully it's not that wet. That means that the ice is the snow is not that heavy on the ice, so it hasn't pushed up that much water, which is very nice. Of course, then we don't have the risk of getting stuck in overflow, which sucks. So I'm gonna drive this one in now and then see how the end of the snowmobile tour looks like. I made it over the lake. It's about maybe a kilometer and a half long, the stretch I drove. Someone has driven just along the shoreline of the lake, probably some time ago. There was a lot of overflow there at one point. Now everything was frozen, so it was probably just before the big freeze that we had. The trail is behind me here, already driven in, so that's going to be nice. So I'm just going to head up to the lake and go ice fishing. So the ice fishing is actually very, very slow today. There's 4 other fishermen out on the lake, and they've been out for a couple of hours more than I have, and they haven't caught anything yet either. So you can see it's snowing, so I'm gonna take a little break and have some coffee and just enjoy sitting here on the ice. It's very beautiful on this lake, but it's quite slow. So I'm taking a little break with a cup of cheat coffee, instant coffee. Still very tasty when you're out on the lake ice fishing. You see, there's not that many people. There are a couple back there, and there are some that's sitting in front of me, but on the other side of the lake. So I decided to stop ice fishing. We were 5 people on the lake, and the one that has been there for the longest had been there like 4 hours and hadn't caught anything. So 5 people, no one caught anything in a couple of hours, few hours. So today wasn't the day. We still have food at home though, luckily. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to go and drive in the rest of the trail, get back home, sort out the groomer. There's a part of it that I need to fix, and then go out grooming. So this is our groomer. It's leaning up against a brush now, or a little tree. This here in the back is on the bottom, so it's taking quite a lot of beating, of course, because we're pulling it along. I don't have a new one of these, so I'm literally just gonna take it off and flip it upside down. This is more up on the top, and the top here will be the bottom, pulling the snow along. That V is funneling snow in to the back part here, that then is getting dragged along and actually fills in the holes quite nicely. Just built by wood, but it works quite well. I'm gonna see if we can, alright, if I can show you how the what is called groomer works. So the V, the ones that are funneling in the snow, see how that's pushing, and then that gets piled up further in the back, smoothing bumps out and making the trail. Show you here, making the trail nice and smooth afterwards. So a moose cow and 2 calves over there. I'm out here grooming. They're just on the other side of the swamp. That's nice.